Good morning everyone, this is Shivangi ma'am here. I'm here to take class of standard 3 SST chapter 2. Okay, so before I hope the question answer provided of chapter 1 you all have completed it. When school will resume, I will do the checking work. Okay, so you the school cannot run right now, you can't come to school, so you have to be very serious about your studies, and please be serious and do your work properly and start the learning work also. Okay, let's get started with the chapter. So before watching this video, please just read the chapter thoroughly, and after that watch this video. Okay, so the chapter name is The Earth Our Home. So this chapter includes about the earth where we live, the planet onto which we live, the earth. Okay, so here look at one question is given. Look at the picture and answer the question that follow. You have to look at this picture. Here sun is there and 8 planets are there. You have to then answer the question. Okay, so first question is, which planet is closest to the sun? So here we can see Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. After that, which planet lies between Earth and Jupiter? So Mars lies between Earth and Jupiter. Okay, the last question is, which is the furthest planet of the sun? Farthest planet is Neptune. Neptune is the farthest planet from the sun. Okay, now let's get started with the chapter. The earth is home to all living things. This is because now we all know that earth is our home and earth is home for all the living beings. And why? Here are some reasons. Because it is surrounded by a layer of air that is called atmosphere. What is an atmosphere? So the blanket of air that surrounds the earth is called atmosphere. The blanket of air that surrounds the earth, that is known as atmosphere. Okay, and we all know air is very important for our living. About 3/4 part of the earth is covered by water and 1/4 part is covered by land. So this earth onto which we live, the 3/4 part of the earth is covered with water, and only 1/4 part is covered by land. And all the living beings, mostly living beings, live on this land. Okay, so here this says that 3/4 part of the earth is covered by water, but still we have very less amount of water for our use. Okay, and this water is in form of ice, river, lake, pond, and so on. Okay, it has the right temperature needed by all living things to live. So here this says that earth has the right temperature, means the bearable temperature, that temperature which we can bear. It has the right temperature which a living being need to live. Okay, now the second topic is shape of the earth. So in ancient times, people believed that the earth is flat and has steep edges. That means steep edges means very sharp edge. So they believe that earth is a flat and it has steep edges, sharp edges. Okay, but one day about 500 years ago, Ferdinand Magellan and his crew started from Spain on a long sea journey. This Ferdinand Magellan was a Portuguese explorer. Explorer means searcher. Okay, this Portuguese explorer was from Portuguese, and he sailed. He started his journey from Spain on a long sea. Okay, through a long sea. They kept sailing in one direction. After nearly 3 years, they reached the same place from where they had started. So he sailed from Spain along sea. Okay, and he sailed, and after nearly 3 years, he came back to same place from where he started. Okay, this proved that the earth is round like a ball. So this search which Ferdinand Magellan had done, this proved that the earth is round in shape. Okay, in fact the earth is round like an orange, slightly flat at the top and the bottom. Okay, so when we see from outside also, the earth looks, when we see from space also, earth looks round in shape, but mostly it is like an orange, because it is also flat at the bottom and the top. Okay, so the shape of the earth is round but flat at the top and the bottom. Okay, now the next topic is globes and maps. The earth is very big. We cannot see the entire earth at a time. Therefore, we have to make a model to study. This model is known as a globe. So what is a globe? The model of the earth onto which a lot informations about the earth and the places are given, that is known as globe. Understand? Globe is a model of earth. Okay, so earth is very big. We cannot study it entire earth at a time, so we cannot see the entire earth at a time, so we need a model for it, and the model is globe. Okay, a globe is very useful to study the different places on earth. So this is very useful to study the different places present on earth. However, it is not possible to show all the places on a small globe. Okay, so of course on a small globe, earth is very big and it has a lot of places, and it has a lot of countries and a lot of places. Okay, so to put all the informations on a globe, on a small model is not possible. So on the other hand, a huge globe will be difficult to carry. So if it is not possible to put everything on a small globe, so it is not either easy to carry the big globe everywhere to study. Okay, so these problems can be solved if we use maps. So this problem of reading about the earth totally and properly, this problem is solved when people came out with maps. Okay, now what is a map? A map is a drawing of the earth or a part of it. Maps can be big or small. A book of maps is called an atlas. So map is what? A drawing of the earth or a small part of it. Okay, it includes all the informations about the particular place, and the book of maps is known as an atlas. Understand? A book of maps is called an atlas. Okay, sometimes we use very large maps. They are hung on walls. Such maps are known as wall maps. So the larger maps are known as wall maps, which we hung on walls. Okay, the maps which is hung on walls is known as wall maps. Okay, let's move on to the next page. Now, directions on a map. We all know that we have 4 directions, and that is north, south, east and west. We have 4 directions, and that is north, south, east and west. Okay, we locate places on map using these directions. So on a map, these directions are mentioned, and we locate places according to this direction. Understand? Now, in early times, sailors used a compass to find their way while sailing. A compass is a device which tells us about the direction, which denotes the direction. Okay, so the sailors which sail on the ships, they use this compass for sailing, for moving from one place to another and to know the directions. Understand? A compass looks like a watch. It has a needle which always points towards the north. So this compass looks like a watch, and it also has a needle which always points towards the north. Okay, so if we know where is the north, then we can denote all the directions of okay, so once you know where north is, you can find other directions also. As I told you that if you know one direction, like if you got to know where is north, then you will know all the other directions also. Okay, now ocean and continents. Now what is ocean? The very large water bodies are known as ocean. The very large water body on earth are known as ocean. And we have there are 5 ocean. We have 5 ocean. The name of the ocean is Pacific Ocean, the larger one, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Antarctic Ocean, Arctic Ocean. How many oceans do we have? 5 oceans we have. The name of the 5 oceans are Pacific, Atlantic, Antarctic, Arctic and Indian. Okay. The smaller water bodies are known as seas, rivers and lakes. So bigger water body is known as ocean and the small water bodies on earth are known as river, lake and seas. Okay. Larger area of land are called continents. Now what is continent? Large areas of land are known as continents. Larger area of land are known as continents. So we have how many continents? We have 7 continents and their name are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Europe, Australia and Antarctica. How many do we have? We have 7 continents on earth and their name are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Europe, Australia and Antarctica. Okay. And we live in a continent. We live in Asia. The name of the continent on we live, that is Asia. Okay. If we stand on the top of a high building, we can see the sky and the land or the sea meeting at a distance. Okay. So when we stand on a top or a high building or at a top height, we see the land also and we see the sky also, or the sea meeting at a distance. The place where they appear to meet is called the horizon. So a place where where sky and the land appears to meet. Sky and land appears to meet, that is called horizon. Horizon. That is called horizon, which appears to meet. Okay. If we move towards the horizon, the sky and the land appear to move further away. So when we will move towards the horizon, we will move towards the meeting point of land and sky. That then the land and the sky will go further. Okay. The place where the land and the sea meet is called coast. So the place where the land and the water body, that is sea, that meet is known as the coast. You can see over here also. This is a coast. Here sea and the land meet. Okay. Thank you so much, class. The word meaning work and the question answer work I'll provide you through WhatsApp group. Stay home, stay safe and do your work properly.